Yaron, thank you so much for joining us. Now, is it too simple to say, is it too simplistic an approach to say that we have two groups of shoppers in South Africa? People who've got access to the internet and all that goes with it, credit cards and the like, and can sit in the comfort of their homes and take advantage of whatever Black Friday deals they want. And then you have those that we see year in, year out, since this has become a habit in South Africa, Black Friday, invariably adopted from overseas, who line up just to pick up whatever savings they can on everyday items that they'll use from that home. Is that too simplistic an approach to say you can't just say, well, everybody's doing things online? What about those who don't have access to the internet and the like?
I think that internet access has grown dramatically in South Africa, especially during lockdown. With the advent of smartphones, we're seeing a lot more people using the internet for WhatsApp and for other applications. And we're certainly seeing two separate type of consumers, ones that are probably shopping for the first time because of lockdown during this year. It's a very unusual circumstance. And we have shoppers that have been shopping online for a long time. We're encouraged by the fact that we're seeing repeat purchases from first-time shoppers. And payment has also evolved a lot. We have a lot more payment options, so instant EFT, for example. So even if you don't have a credit card, but you do have a bank account, you can make payments. And, last year we've seen a 100% growth at Black Friday 2018 compared to 2019, and we're hoping to see phenomenal growth because certainly the retail sector needs a recovery. It's been a very, very tough year.
Yaron, yeah, it certainly has. And one of the questions I have going into Black Friday is obviously COVID-19. Many people, too many people have lost their jobs. Yes, from the enterprise side, the commercial side, these stores need to try and sell their products so they can keep money coming in and keep their staff employed. When it comes to the payments of this, if we're going to see the spike in online purchases that we're expecting, is our digital sector set up for that? We've seen in years gone by websites crash. Just a couple of years ago, we had the issue with Takealot. That was a well-known case. Are we online ready enough to handle the volume that we're expecting this year, do you think?
I think there's been a huge investment. A lot of the retailers already early in the pandemic, early in the year, saw 100% growth almost month on month, specifically because of lockdown. So there's been a huge investment in infrastructure. It's difficult to say because, the volumes are increasing, but certainly the expectation is that a lot of the volume is going to move online, and therefore we've seen with our clients that there's been a phenomenal investment. Certainly a lot of focus around customer experience, logistics, and making sure that stock is available is also a big issue because, the international logistics have been, especially for importing goods, have been quite tough during the COVID environment. So stock is limited, and I think the buying and supply chain optimization needed to be looked at as well. But certainly there's been a lot of focus, and I think a lot of the retailers are hoping to make up in the next, they talk about this whole month being Black Friday or every day being Black Friday from now till the end of the year, just because it's been such a tough year. So we're hoping that there's certainly going to be a good recovery, great experience that will encourage people to actually shop online because, the worst thing that can happen is for you to buy, something and wait too long to get it or, not receive it because of the logistics issues. So I think big emphasis on systems, supply chain and customer experience, very, very important.
Let's talk about those logistics for a second. Do you think that enough big retailers have taken learnings from the last few seasons of Black Friday to say, listen, we're not America. We don't have these big ecosystems that can just make sure that you order this thing tonight and tomorrow morning somebody's on your doorstep delivering it. Like you, I've noticed that it's Black Friday month, which is a little bit confusing. But is there enough of an acknowledgement that we just need to do things a little differently to ensure that people are getting the services that they are paying for?
Absolutely. I'm seeing a lot of these South African retailers taking an omni-channel approach, buy online, pick up in store. There's certainly, been investment in pickup locations and shopping malls and in petrol stations to try and ease the logistics challenge that we have in South Africa. I think one of our challenges is that our post office is not as advanced as maybe in the US or in the UK, where you can just ship goods and get them delivered very easily. So I think that the retailers are certainly paying a lot of attention to it, and we're going to see a mixed behavior, mixed approach. We're going to see people, as I mentioned, buying online and expecting goods to be delivered to their home. But even from, remote location perspective, sometimes it's not easy to actually deliver straight to a home. So you prefer to deliver to a counter, and it could be in a shopping mall or in a petrol station. And we're seeing a lot of these type of logistics players emerging, and retailers are adopting as many options as possible to make it easy for the consumer to receive their goods and accommodate their requirements.
Yaron Asabi, thank you very much indeed. It's been a pleasure speaking to you. I'm sure we'll speak to you again after the month of Black Fridays, I think is the way you said it, from Digital Solutions Group, joining us here on ENCA.